Hello and welcome to our continuing Champions League coverage here at sportsbookreview.com. Introducing Martin, Alex from Need for Tips, and Stuart from tipsterhq.com. Team Bankroll, the dream team. Here we are, ready to give our winning tips for Wednesday's matches here. So first of all, Martin, how's it going? 2 matches, Porto versus Liverpool, Real Madrid versus PSG. You're confident?
I'm looking forward to both of them. I think the previous games that you covered look a lot tighter. Juventus Tottenham doesn't look like a particularly exciting game at all. But these two should both be really open, lots of good attacking football. I would expect lots of chances at both ends, and we should be in for a really entertaining night.
Yeah. Out of Tuesdays and Wednesdays matches, Alex, which ones do you feel, say, more confident on your play? Is there a difference, or is there just money to be made across both days? And is he frozen? We'll get back to Alex.
Looks like he's frozen.
I don't think there's not.
Well done.
If he's gone, I can
same question there for you, Stuart. Do you think there's a difference between the two days? Is there one day better than the other? I definitely agree that we should see more open attacking play on Wednesdays. Obviously, because Juventus is not on.
I think Wednesday's games are going to be more open. We're going to see more attacking play. I'm not surprised that Martin's not looking forward to Tuesday's games because he never likes watching Tottenham right now, and he might suffer a bit more for it. Although I think that could be a very low-scoring, very tactical game. So I'm glad we're talking Wednesday games because it should be a bit more interesting.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I actually deliberately did not put you on that day because I didn't think that you wanted to talk about it. But listen, let's wait and see. You know, you never know. They are the underdog in the match, but and I think it will be a close game. But let's start off with Porto versus Liverpool. And I think, Alex, we have been talking about this game for the past 2 weeks. Liverpool actually slight favourites here, 2.38 on the road. Porto 3.25 and the draw 3.6. Actually, so first question, don't say what your tip is just yet, but first question is are you playing the outright, and if so, how would you play it?
Well, I hope that I'm not frozen again. I hope that I'm not frozen again. If I'm frozen, I will come back from my phone the third time with luck. I would play it really carefully, given the fact that Porto have a really decent side when playing on their turf. Yes, we are talking about the Portuguese side. Their domestic league is a free horse rider, with Porto being one of the top teams in Portugal. But when they exit in Europe, the stuff are getting tougher for them, and Liverpool are a really big force right now amongst the others, the other English teams in this knockout stage.
Yeah. Just want to say hi as well. We've got Razor, Ann S, Dalo 4, all opinions welcome here. Dalo 4, sorry about that. Ole Miss, hey guys. Yeah, I don't think he just doesn't choose his words, but I think he was just more confused. And yeah, I think it just came out a bit funny. But yeah, Porto versus Liverpool. Stuart, you sort of made a little mention before we started that you might actually delve into those outrights.
Yeah, I'm on the outrights in this one. I'm not saying what my bet is until you ask me, but I am in the outrights in this one. I think we'll see goals from both sides, which will definitely make things interesting. But I think there's a result I've got in mind that I think's got a good chance of coming off, and there's some value there.
Yeah. Interestingly, Liverpool to qualify is 1.4. I would have matched them a little bit more evenly than that, and I would have given a higher price there for Liverpool. I would have still made them favourites, but I think 1.4 is low. Do you think that's low, Stu?
Oh, that's probably about right. You've got Salah, Mane, players who have got the pace to really rip apart a Porto team that is slightly ageing, and that goalkeeping area is a little bit of a worry for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a solid Liverpool qualification overall, but right now we'll see what happens in the first game.
All right, and Martin, again, same question, because I actually think of all the outrights, actually Real Madrid and PSG as well, but out of all the outrights, I think this is one of the more difficult ones.
Yeah, I think it is. I can understand the disparity in price because I think it reflects the gulf in financial firepower between these teams nowadays. This season, Liverpool have invested 150 million on their squad, and Porto have only spent 18 million on theirs. You know, Liverpool buy players in their prime nowadays, mainly from Southampton, and Porto just buy young players and sell them on for a profit to bigger clubs. That's the only way they can try to stay competitive. But I think they're fighting a losing battle against the wages that teams in the Premier League can play. So I think Liverpool should be able to get the job done over 2 legs. When you look at outright betting for the first leg, the price becomes much more attractive on Liverpool. You think you can get 2.3, 2.4, something like that. So, yeah, there is definitely value to be had, but I can understand why Liverpool are short priced to qualify.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Interesting. Shane here says, guys, can we have a to qualify parlay? We can certainly give it a go. But I have to say, there's 2 bets that really scream out, and that is both teams to score 1.67 and the over 2.5 goals 1.8. Play them individually or combine them together for the odds of 2. Personally, that is my play. It has been my play ever since I saw these 2 teams paired together. Martin, what are you going for? Porto versus Liverpool.
Yeah, I think it's hard to go against that. That's exactly my bet. I found 2.05 on it. Porto unbeaten in their domestic league all season. Haven't lost a game. They're hey Teddy. They they've won 10 out of 11 home games and drawn the other one. They were very good in the Champions League at home as well. They destroyed Monaco. They beat RB Leipzig 3-1 at their stadium. So they are a good team at home, and they've got 2 goal scorers that are in excellent form at the moment. You've got Abu Bakar has already scored 5 in the Champions League. Marega's hit 16 in the league. So they're on fire, and they'll really look to exploit this leaky Liverpool defence, which always causes them problems. But I just can't see Liverpool failing to score right now. They're too good going forwards. Salah's on fire. Firmino's very intelligent. So you've got a lot of attacking talent on the pitch and some pretty suspect defenders. So yeah, I definitely go both teams. Sorry, I definitely go both teams to score. And yeah, for more value, both teams to score over 2.5 goals looks a very good bet.
Yeah, absolutely has to be done. Porto, who've scored in every group match. They've conceded in all but 1 to Monaco. Alex, we were just sort of saying here, the 2 bets that I think both teams to score over 2.5 goals, and let's combine them. And I know I've been chatting to you about it. Is that your official tip for the match, Porto versus Liverpool?
I think that Liverpool will win to make the second leg easier when they're playing on their turf in 3 weeks from now. I think that Porto will score also because they're playing at home and they have a really good attacking side. And not to forget Liverpool's lack of consistency in their defense. So my official tip for this one is Liverpool to win and both teams to score at 4.2. And also I have some prop bets that I know the American people love to play them, and I prepare them specially for the show.
Wow, look at you going hard and heavy there. Liverpool and both teams to score. Both teams to score. Yeah, you're going for Liverpool. Stuart, I know that you slightly disagree with that one. What are you playing?
Well, I like both teams to score. I think that's going to happen. I think we might see both teams scoring in both halves, which could be also an interesting bet. But for me, I'm going for a draw in this one. I'm looking at the odds now, 3.6 for Betfair Sportsbook. That's a pretty good set of odds for this. And you've got Liverpool, fantastic side going forwards. They are a little bit dodgy at the back. You've got Porto, who can score goals. And also, I think the one thing that people are waiting to see is how Liverpool cope up against European opposition. Now, they haven't done particularly well at times in the Champions League this year. They've dropped some points here and there. And I think this may be an opportunity for Porto to really just get a little bit of a toehold in the game. And a draw is a good result for them, I think. We'll see what happens at Anfield in 2 weeks' time now.
Yeah. Well, moving over to the comments section here, we've got Backerman G11 saying Liverpool win and the over 1.5 goals, 2.64. And then I also saw Anne S, both teams scoring the over 2.5 goals. She's with us on that one. And I can see Liverpool winning something like 2-1. So interesting, leaning over to that Liverpool side. I don't have the odds, but maybe a draw no bet. to be on the safer side on the outrights. I'm just super nervous about the outrights, I have to say. But Alex, you said that you've got some prop bets. What are they?
Yeah, for this one, I have just Mo Salah to score, to be anytime goal scorer at 2.1. And sorry,
Nice.
I saw earlier I had some internet issues. Dale said, let's hope I don't get my head taken off for my opinion on this video. Don't worry, bro. We love you here. You will never be treated like that. So you are in the family now. Don't worry.
We like dissenting opinions on here. We're happy with it. Otherwise, I'd be really screwed. Come on, let's be honest.
I found about 2.3 on Salah to score at any time. I have to check who that price was with. But amazing price. I'm backing that all the way. He scored every 93 minutes in the Premiership. And he's already scored 6 Champions League goals this season. He's on fire. So I'm with you on that all the way.
Is that Flash's booking?
Okay.
Because you've got to be careful with that
one. Yes. But do shop around for your odds. Sportsbook Review, we do have an odds comparison page there. So it lists all the sports books and all the odds. So choose, obviously, the bookies that you've got an account with and then shop there. And make sure also to choose from a reputable sportsbook. We deal with that quite a bit. People ask us about sportsbook that we haven't really heard of. They often offer some of the better lines, but are less likely to pay out. So we've actually got a ratings guide at Sportsbook Review, so do check that out. Yes, Mr. Green.
I would like to say, please, that our good friends at the Irish bookmaker Paddy Power are offering 2.62 on Mohamed Salah to score at any time in this game. That looks an amazing price.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that for new customers only or existing customers as well? Because that's something you've got to be careful of.
No, on everyone. It's on all checker. I saw it also now. Yeah.
Everyone, yeah.
All right, blimey, I'm on that one then. Thank you. Free money.
You can get 2.4 with Coral, 2.4 with Ladbrokes, 2.4 with Betway. There's plenty of good prices out there on him.
Nice. Yeah. We've got Backerman here says more goals in this second half, 1.95. I have to say, I play that bet quite a lot, and quite a lot of the time that cashes in. Just across most matches, you generally see more goals in the second half. Do you think we'll see more goals in the second half, guys? Raise your hands if that is a bet that you would take. No one would take that one.
Half a hand.
It's like a maybe. Maybe. All right.
If we're talking about Barcelona, for example, or other teams, maybe. But Liverpool, you never know with them. They can transform in the first.
There's just goals flying around this match.
Yeah, they can lead 3-0 at halftime, and after that, close the game in the second half. Yeah.
James Stacey, yay! Team Bankroll live. I made it. Natalie, Alex, Stuart, Martin, the dream team. Great to have you on here live. We've just finished previewing Porto versus Liverpool. Stu's going for the draw. Alex is going for Liverpool and both teams to score. Martin's going for the Alex Classic, both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals, as am I. With all of us liking the prop bet, Salah to be anytime goal scorer. Shop around for your odds. Paddy Power is offering 2.6. There we go. Real Madrid versus PSG. Now, I have to say, what a match. Real Madrid 2.5, PSG 2.9, and the draw 3.8. This is a really tricky one because I think Real Madrid, we've sort of said that they've sort of had one eye off La Liga, one eye in the Champions League. On a good day, they can win this. On a bad day, they'll lose. Recently drew to 17th place Levante, lost to Leganes. They were hosting Leganes. Stuart, are you playing the outrights on this one?
I'm really, really tempted, but not for Real Madrid, I have to say.
Yeah. What about you, Alex? Do you think Real Madrid at home, they have to win this one before they head to PSG?
I think that now we will see exactly the value of these two sides. Also PSG, also Real Madrid. I think that for PSG playing in the French league is a little bit problematic because yes, they played in the group stage wonderful. They smashed the competition. They qualified from the first place. When they didn't need points in the last match against Bayern Munich, they lost the match but still qualified from the first place. I think that both teams are really, really motivated, with a little plus for Real Madrid, the more experienced side there. The team to win back-to-back, the only team to win back-to-back Champions League titles. having the player, the only player to score in all the 6 group stage fixtures. It's really the most anticipated match, the heavyweight showdown here. I think that it will be a really good, thrilling encounter here. But I think that we should pass the winners market. I don't know what to say. Sometimes I lean towards PSG, sometimes towards Real Madrid. It's a really tough decision to make who will win this game.
Yeah. Well, we do have here IRKC. From time to time, there are gifts out there in sports betting. PSG is one of those this week. So clearly, he's onto something. Martin, are you able to draw a divide here? Are you able to tell us which team you think will win, or do you sort of agree with Alex?
I'm sorry to IRKC there. I like Real Madrid for this one. I don't understand all the anti-Real Madrid sentiment that's been going around. I know they're struggling in the in La Liga, but in the Champions League, they're the defending champions. They've won it 2 years in a row. They've got the big game experience. Ronaldo's been on fire in the Champions League. Banging in the goals, way. They often take a little while to get started. They were pretty poor in group stage when they won it last time around. On the day, I think a midfield of Casemiro, Toni Kroos, and Luka Modric can take on anyone in the world. If Ronaldo's on song and he gets the right service, he'll be banging in the goals. I think Real Madrid can surprise a few people here. They're not champions of Europe for nothing. They should have strengthened in the summer. They should have bought new players, and they would be having a better season now. But they've still got the exact same team that won this competition last year. Like Alex says, they face far sterner opposition on a weekly basis than PSG. PSG could take things a bit for granted playing in the French league. So, I think we're going to see a good open game, lots of goals, but I think Real Madrid can take this one.
Yeah, you would think so on paper,
Natalie,
wouldn't you? Yeah.
And Natalie, sorry, but yes, also Martin is totally 100% right. Also, Dale of course says one smart thing. Real Madrid are the ultimate Champions League team. They get up for this type of games. So in this type of games, you see the real value of a team. And if you remember, I don't know if it's about luck or how good they are, or the luck is with the better side. Let's remember how many goals they are scoring in the end of the games to secure going further or to secure a win. I think that they will focus 125%, not 110% on this kind of most important matches, and this is the first leg, and it will be an advantage for PSG playing the second leg on their turf. So I think that Real Madrid should really come in this match to win the match.
Yeah. Well, listen, PSG to qualify 1.73, Real Madrid 2.2. Who would you put your money on, Stu, to qualify, or is it a coin toss at this point?
I think it's a coin toss. I think we've got a situation here. You've got a Real Madrid side that is on the slide, but they've still got some fantastic players, and they can put out an 11 to trouble most sides in the world on any given day. And when that goes right, they're very, very difficult to beat. But often this season it's gone wrong, and I think perhaps Zidane is a bit guilty of tinkering and trying to play with things. You know, he's played Isco deeper than you'd expect him to play when he's played. Modric has been peripheral in a lot of the games that I've seen him this season. And Modric, one of my favourite players in world football right now. Casemiro hasn't been playing in some of the games you expected him to, and he's the kind of guy that gives balance to that team. So I think if I think this comes down to team selection. If Zidane messes up, he's going to get bitten badly. But if he gets everything right and everybody plays the way they should, then Real Madrid should win this one and they should qualify. In which case, perhaps 2.2 is worth some value. It's a tough one.
It's a very, very tough one. Just going over to the comments section, we've got Jorge says, Real have the experience for these competitions. PSG is too green for these situations. Delo for over 3.5 goals, and I also like both teams to score in both halves. And Madrid and the over 2.5 goals, 3.1 for me. Backerman says Neymar to score any moment at 1.95. Ad hoc, height ad hoc there. Ronaldo seems to be back, in my opinion. Jorge again saying Real Madrid 3-2. So over to Team Bankroll now. Martin, what is your play for Real Madrid versus PSG?
I am going to go for Cristiano Ronaldo to score at any time, 2.38. Fantastic odds on the top scorer in the Champions League so far. I was going to go for Real Madrid, 2.5, but just based on the conversations we've all been having, I'll go a little bit more cautious. Real Madrid, draw no bet, 1.85.
Yeah, very good odds there as well. I agree with you to be that bit more cautious. Alex, what are you going for?
I'm going with both teams to score, and the over 2.5 is 1.67. Yes, it's under 1.7, but I think it's a sure bet from my point of view. We cannot miss it here. Both teams to score in the over 2.5. But I really love Ronaldo to score at any time at 2.38. You said, Martin?
Yeah.
I found the 2.25, but 2.38 is even better. And I have a really, really crazy one in this one. Neymar to score over 1.5 goals at 6.5.
All right.
Well, Real Madrid are trying to sign him,
win,
aren't they?
and the over 2.5 goals. And then also height to Slipknot.
I think that this is why he will appear in this one. Real Madrid wants to buy him. He will show to Real Madrid what he's capable of. And if he does a really good two legs, I think that is a sure signing for Real Madrid. I don't know if they will pay the money necessary, because now they have to pay like 300 millions or something like that. But I think that Neymar should do a big damage to Real Madrid's shaky defense this season. Over 1.5 goals for Neymar at 6.5. It's great odds. Okay, small stake on that.
Wow. All right. And over to you, Stu. Real Madrid versus PSG. What is your bet?
Well, first of all, I don't think Neymar actually has a release clause in his contract. So I don't know how much money it would cost and how much you'd have to put down before people in Qatar would be interested, because that is a rich area. But for me, I think this is going to be quite a tight game. I'm not even sure we're going to see a huge amount of goals. I think we'll see Real Madrid try and keep things tight, try and play the way they did against Juventus last season in the final. But there's one thing that really breaks tactics, and that's pace. And Paris Saint-Germain have that. They've got Mbappe, they've got Neymar, and I think Paris Saint-Germain are going to cause an upset here. 2.85 with Pinnacle Sports for a Paris Saint-Germain win.
Okay, all right. Well, I know we're reading the comments there. Backerman is with you as well. I have to say it is a pass for me. Sorry to end on a low, but I do like both teams to score in the over 2.5 goals. I just think that's a little bit low for me, 1.67. My favourite play of Wednesday is definitely Porto versus Liverpool. Both teams to score in the over 2.5 goals. I've loved that since the day, as I said, that I saw these two teams together. Martin, do you have a favourite bet of the two?
Oh yeah, I'm going to go for the over 2.5 goals and both teams to score in the Liverpool game. I think that looks a good bet. Both teams very strong going forwards and neither particularly good at the back.
Here we go. Alex, what's your favourite bet?
I have one favorite bet for both matches. Real Madrid versus PSG. I like Neymar to score anytime. Ronaldo to score anytime at 2.38. And for Porto versus Liverpool, I have Liverpool to win and both teams to score at 4.2.
Okay, Stu, favourite bet there across Wednesday's matches?
My favourite bet is the draw in the Porto game, but I would be interested, haven't seen the odds for it yet, but I would be interested to see if there's a bet out there for which game has the highest amount of goals. And I would be very tempted to go for FC Porto Liverpool in that one, because I think we'll see more goals in that than Real Madrid Paris Saint-Germain. What do you think, Teddy? What do you think? You with me this time? Yeah.
Oh, look
At
at that
least this time.
smile. Oh, now listen, just quickly before I let you go, and I know this is spontaneous. So Shane was asking if you had a parlay to qualify parlay. I can kick it off. If I had to put two together, it would actually be from Tuesday's matches, and it would be Juventus and Man City from the two games on Wednesdays. I have no idea personally, so mine would be Juventus and Man City as a two-team parlay. Anybody got any thoughts of who you're definitely expecting to see qualify?
Manchester
Oh,
City,
nothing
Juventus,
at all.
Liverpool and Real Madrid.
Okay. There we go,
I got
Martin.
nothing.
Nothing.
You'd have to have Man City, wouldn't you? Man City will go in. Yeah, Man City, Juventus, Liverpool, Real Madrid for me.
All right, there you go, Shane. And to all our lovely viewers, thank you so much for joining us.
Real
We'll be
Madrid,
back
no?
on Wednesday
Sorry.
for FA Cup fixtures. What were you going to say, Alex?
And Real Madrid, you don't choose Real Madrid also, Martin?
I'm choosing Real Madrid. Yeah, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Man City, and probably Juventus.
Good.
All right. Gonna say goodbye to everybody. That was Team Bankroll, Martin Green, Alex from Lead for Tips, and Stuart from Tipster HQ, and Teddy. And I've been your host, Natalie Wrightstrom. Thank you for watching, and see you on Wednesday for some FA Cup match fixtures, 2 p.m. Eastern time. See you then. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.